Strange things are... Good morning! Good morning, good morning! Hi, I am Sunshine. This is the ABCube method for solving Rubik's Cubes. Welcome, cubies and newbies, to my playroom. Let's have some fun today. I am ready to Zoom, should anybody want to do that. And we'll just wait for people to sign in. Otherwise, here is, while I'm waiting for people to sign in, I'm gonna do the final step of these cubes, which is the centers. Formula A is 4 moves, Formula B is 8 moves. Formula A brings a piece to the top, works on every complexity cube. Formula B moves 3 pieces around as needed, using 1 row and 2 columns. The 2 columns dictate what pieces you're moving. You don't have to memorize it, you just have to pick a piece that's incorrect and throw it in the direction it wants to be. For example, here is a white piece, okay? So I'm holding it on the front face, and it's going to go to the top, so I hold the kitty! Hi, don't scratch me, thank you. Here, you can have my sock. Okay, so white wants to go to the top, so the first horizontal move, for every left there's a right, for every up there's a down. It's a commutator, so it's a mathematical zero. So it only moves the pieces that you want to move. So it doesn't matter whether it's the first pieces that you're moving or the last pieces that you're moving. It doesn't mess up what you've done before. So that being said, there's no order of operations, but I generally do the corners first, which finishes the 2x2, and then the opposite edges and the side edges, which finishes the 3x3, and then the 4x4 and the 5x5 larger ones just leave the center to be done. So that's what I'm going to do here today until someone joins in that wants to Zoom with me. Come play with me, you guys. Come play with me. Okay, so here's a white piece. It's on the front face. White is going to go to the top. It's going to land in this spot right here. So the first move, horizontal move, is to line it up so that's advantageous. So I can bring down the green or the blue or the orange or the white. So let's bring the orange down, since orange is my face color. Like I said, when you do the corners first, then those corners now dictate what color every face is going to be. So from that point forward, every piece that you come across has a correct place to be, and you can just throw it into that direction. Be they centers or edges or doesn't matter. So I've lined up the top, so advantageous, and then I follow this piece. I'm going to use when you use the outside columns, corners move around. When you use the outside inside column, edges move around. 2 inside columns means the centers move around, and so we just follow this piece to dictate what if there's the larger cubes have more columns. So instead of knowing which columns you're going to do, you just follow the piece that you're moving. So this piece goes up. Rotate the top till it's in a different column. Now the diagonals are a little bit more attention, because if you go this way, it's the same column. You don't want to do that. So do it back. So you go up, slide to a different column, and then that dictates your second column up. And then reverse down, set the top, and you've moved 3 pieces around. It looks like you moved 2 pieces, but you've always moving 3 pieces. Okay? Here's a blue. Okay, on the front face, hold it so blue's on top. This piece will land right here, so I can bring down the red, the yellow, or the green. Most advantageous is the front color. Second advantageous is the opposite of the top color. So we're going to bring the green down. Up, slide to a different column, second up, reverse, down, and that is done. Here's a green. Okay. Hold it so the green's on top. I can bring down a white, a yellow, a red, or a white. So let's bring the yellow down, because I've got yellows have the oranges that help me. So let's do that one. Up, slide to a different column, second up, reverse down, and because I've done the corners, because I did the corners first, and because I've done the edges are there to keep keep me straight on which columns I'm on, so when I'm dealing with larger cubes, I don't lose track. So here's another green. I'm not going to bring down the red, so I'll bring down a white. Okay, so I go up, slide to a different column. That's my second column then. And then revert. Now let's say the cat just jumped on my lap and I lost track of which direction I was going. It's a single quarter turn, so either this lines up the blue or it doesn't. So this is the direction that I was going. And the edges are there to keep me honest about which direction I was going, so I don't lose track. So that's an advantage of doing the corners first and then the edges. Here's a white. Hold it so the white's on top. And bring down the blue or the green. Neither one of them have any oranges for me, so it doesn't matter. Up, slide to a different column, second up, reverse down, reverse down. Okay. Who all has joined me? Da-da-da-da. Good morning, you guys. So I am set up to Zoom. If anybody wants to do that, just chat at me and I will start the Zoom meeting. And that way I can see your cubes and you can see my cubes and you can help me demonstrate the walkthrough on my method. Also, if there's anybody who has a cube that they would like help with, this method works on every cube and every minx. I have cubes up to, my biggest is 11, and my biggest minx is a 7 by. So I'm happy to bring the minxes out, or I will, whatever cube you have in your hand that you want help with, I'm happy to help you with it. So if you have any non-cuber friends, bring them, we'll all have fun. I have not started the Zoom meeting yet, simply because it's the free basic plan and I only have 40 minutes, so I'm not going to waste the 40 minutes until I've got someone who wants to Zoom with me, and then I am set up to do that. Haha. So come play with me. Alright, so here is a green piece. Okay, hold it on the front, hold it so that green is on top, line it up so it's advantageous, and then follow this piece up, slide to a different column, second up, and then reverse what I did and go down and down, set the top. And that's it. We just move one piece at a time. We're moving one piece at a time by moving 3 pieces at a time. Here's a red. Okay. You can bring down a blue or a yellow. Let's bring down the yellow. Up, slide to a different column, second up, reverse, down, set the top. Okay. Here's a yellow. Put yellow on top. Line it up to be most advantageous. Up, slide up, reverse, down. And we're always moving, Formula B always moves 3 pieces. It looked like you're moving 2 pieces, but it's always moving 3 pieces. If 2 of them are the same color, it's hard to tell. Here's a red. Okay. Up, slide up, reverse, down, set the top. Okay. Here's a blue. Okay. Up, slide up, reverse, down, and down. So it's up, up, down, down. We just move 3 cubes around. Here is a yellow. Put the yellow on top. Line it up, slide up, reverse, down, set the top, and lather, rinse, repeat. This is all you ever need to do. Formula A, like I said, brings a piece to the top. You can use it on the entire first face, but you can't use it on subsequent faces because and I lost my train of thought. Because Formula A affects all 6 sides when you're working on the centers. So here's a red. Hold the red on top. Line up. Use the top row to line it up. Up, slide up, reverse down, set the top. Here's a blue. Here's piece of blue, put blue on top, line it up, slide, up, reverse, down, set the top. So it's they're all commutators, and so you're only ever moving the 3 pieces that you want to move. Here's an orange. Okay, hold it so that orange is on top, line it up so it's advantageous, up, slide second up, reverse down, okay. So find another piece that's wrong, throw it in its direction, up, slide down. You're only ever moving 3 pieces. Sometimes it looks like two of the same color. So that's the last step for whatever size cube you have for the larger cubes, the center. Quick overview while I'm in between steps. If the formula A is 1 row, 1 column, if it's the bottom row and right column, it works on the corner that's under your right thumb. You hold the cube as if it's a spreadsheet with rows and columns. You look at the front as if it's a spreadsheet with rows and columns. Oh, look at my ring. Can you guys focus on that? There we go. It's a Starfleet Academy ring. Okay, so bottom row right column affects this corner. Does a bunch of other stuff, but we only care about the top row because that's all that's ever going to actually be affected. And then the top row and outside, for the formula B, top row outside columns moves the edge corners around, like so, up, down. Okay, moves them one direction, do it again, it has the effect of having them moved in the other direction, and 3 times goes back to solve, back to your beginning, whatever it was. So that's formula B. Top row and outside and inside columns moves edges. Okay, it always moves 3 pieces. And the 3rd time goes back to start. And then I just did the center, the two inside columns for doing the centers. So again, if you've just joined me, thank you for joining me. I'm Sunshine, and this is the ABCube method for solving Rubik's Cubes. I'm the ABCube tutor. Excuse me. Somebody loves me. All right. If anybody wants to join me wants to show me your cube, I can do that with Zoom. I can just switch to my gameplay tab, and then I send you a link and you log into my Zoom. If you have Zoom and want to play with me, let me know and I'll start that. I did that yesterday with school bus, and I forgot to start my recording. So it was just practice for today. So finishing, again, the centers. The absolute center is affected by formula A does the absolute center. Formula B does everything else. And like I said, you can do it use formula A for the entire first face if you want to. So for example, this piece is under where it wants to be. It wants to land here. So I can move, formula A is you take the piece that wants to go to the top, you move it away from the action. You move the space where it wants to land it down. Move the piece into the space and the piece in the space back up again. And that's formula A. You can do that for these two. We'll land right here. So away, down, in, up. However, the problem is that if you do it, you can't do it for their subsequent faces because it affects all the sides at the same time. Here's one on the bottom. I can move it up into place and back down, and then reset the edges. Here's another one, under where it wants to be. I'm not going to do formula A because I want to keep track of this one, so I'm going to do formula B to bring the red down as well. So you go up, slide to a different column, second up, reverse down, and the A came back down. The red came back down. So You'll notice A and B, A and B don't address parities. That's because parities are a lie. You don't have to play with them unless you want to. So if you, a parity is always caused by the same thing, no matter what it looks like. It's caused by a center being the center slice. If ever you have two pieces, and only two pieces that appear to be out of place, Formula B always moves three pieces around. So if I, all right, if I try to apply Formula B to these two, it's just going to pick a third piece to be incorrect. It's going to change the way the parity looks like, but you're still going to have a parity. So whenever Formula B always moves three pieces around. If you only see two pieces that need to move, the cube is lying to you. The cube contains a lie. There's always three pieces. The third piece that you do not see is literally the piece that you do not see. So on this layer, this slice that has the parity, if I rotate this slice by 1/4 turn in either direction, then on this slice there's four edges on this slice. And so if I rotate a 1/4 turn, one of these two that are incorrect will now be correct, and the other three will be incorrect, and you know how to move three pieces around. So the center looked like it was correct because on larger cubes, the centers can be correct in one of four places instead of only one place. So by the mathematics of the cube, which is too complex for me to understand, you can have it visually correct with it, but it's not correct because the slice is off. So you make the 1/4 turn off the slice, solve the edges that direction, reset your edges, your centers, and the parity